Hey, seconds per frame here. You know what time it is? It's Spooky March, that's what time it is. Observation duty. Old house. Let's do it. If you don't know what this game is all about, you will see in a second here. So basically, we gotta memorize these rooms, switch cameras, and see if anything changes, and then make a report about it. And we have to be specific where and exactly what it is. Otherwise, you know, we're going to lose if there's too much spooky stuff going on which we don't see. Some of which is definitely more obvious than others. Like, for example, you know, picture changing or some dudes showing up, something like that. But it can also be, you know, more subtle. So we have to memorize each detail as much as possible. Like over here, for example, as you could have maybe seen, that just popped up an extra object. Yeah, and I hope I don't miss too much. I believe there can be... Oh yeah. That's what happens when it gets fixed. It just boops and then reverses every change. If you've seen this video right when it came out, you're probably watching this late at night, so it's the perfect time to get yourself immersed into what goes on. I don't usually like playing scary games, gotta be honest. Kind of a bitch like that. It's too scary. Too spooky for me. And then, you know, if this is your first rodeo with this game, you know, there is of course ghosts. You know, just stuff moving around and all that, but like there's also intruders, which are the most scary part, I guess, of this game. Nothing happened as far as I can see. Not yet, anyway. Or not again, I should say. There already happened something. And also, it just doesn't change the room at, you know, instantly. If something moves and you happen to catch it on camera, you know, you can actually see it moving, so there's that. Which is quite cool to see, actually, instead of, you know, just switching rooms and then something changed, which you may not catch at that moment. Yeah, but I'm not seeing shit right now. Nothing seems to have happened. Or has it? Oops. You know, playing these kinds of games... Ah, there you go. The box here is moving. So I'm gonna report that. Let's keep looking. Your report goes on cooldown whenever you report something. there is no penalty for reporting falsely, but it goes on cooldown. So if too much shit happens at once and you're on cooldown because you reported something which wasn't there, or you reported it wrongly, then, you know, it's gonna suck. Bong, it ding-dongs every hour. You have to get to 6 AM. So this game is kind of like a... well, kind of like a mix between, you know, Spot the Difference games and Five Nights at Freddy's in a sense. Yeah, also cameras can disappear on you. That's a report option as well. And rooms are usually arranged weirdly, so it always has this vibe of that there's something wrong. Like with this chair, you know, has it already moved? No, it's always has been this way, I know, but I believe the blinking here was just a message for a secret ending, which I believe are already done, so won't go into that right now. But yeah, after a while, you know, your brain has a tendency to make shit up, you know, it just wants to see something. And it's random, of course, you know, with each playthrough there's similar things, but also new things. So, should be aware of that. And you usually need a couple of playthroughs to, you know, familiarize yourself. Because, you know, if you take too long with the first round of, you know, checking all cameras once, excuse me, something may already have changed without you knowing for the whole game, basically, you know, if you're unlucky. But usually it takes a little while. You never know where and when something happens. And of course what. There's a limited pool, of course, but, you know, like each house is definitely off. Like there's this gestalt in the picture, but that's just a picture, you know, it's just to throw you off, basically. Or like this, you know. If a picture changes, I will, of course, mention it. Some are more obvious than others, but yeah. Oh shit, there's too much going on right now. I'm not seeing something. There are... oh, the headphones moved in the living room. But there's something else going on. It has... you get one warning before, you know, before you die, basically. And it tells you, you know, you're not losing, you just die, you know, if you can't finish your shift, basically. But what was the other thing that it was noticing? Nothing in here. Something happened which I wasn't aware of. It shouldn't have. God damn it. Ah, there. What's this? This is the kitchen. There's an object disappearance. There's an ashtray or something like that here. So, yeah, I didn't catch that, I guess. Sometimes it's small details like that. And yeah, and so far nothing too scary has happened. Headphones are back. Oh, there, it was a glass, alright. Spooky. Ah, there is an extra object right here. There's a doll or something like that. But let's keep looking. Oh, damn it. Got scared a little bit. I didn't think about it. Again, it's weird, you know, some things are hard to see. Just because I noticed some of them already in previous playthroughs. But even then, you know, you're not... Oh. 2 o'clock, alright. So yeah, I'm not going for the secret ending, because if I remember correctly, which is this message here?
Balcony 330. Input. Year of Mandela's death.
Yeah, if you do that. So basically at 3:30 you go to the balcony and you have another option, which isn't listed right now. It unlocks for a couple of minutes. And put in... Oh. Yeah, that's what I mean, you know, sometimes shadow anomaly stuff shows up. Yeah, but you will end the game early with that. It's like a lore thingy, which happens in every game of those, which there are 4 of. Part 2 is in color and has a secondary little camera function with different reporting options. Part 3, or game 3 rather, is in first person, where you run around in a house with a phone making pictures of anomalies, some of which you can only see if you're holding your camera directly at it. And yeah, and the 4th game is back to the roots like this again, but there's more going on, definitely. So yeah, in that sense, it's quite cool. But yeah, as you've seen, you know, if you manage to catch an anomaly in the act, it's of course quite noticeable, and some things like, you know, a shadow or something is quite noticeable. But the smaller things are those that which get you. Okay, there's a light anomaly in the living room, that's quite obvious, right? Also, yeah, stuff like the void can show up, which is a dark spot which gets bigger and bigger and, you know, kills you eventually. Ghosts are like, you know, apparitions that can be on objects or in your screen, or, you know, apparitions as which look like persons standing somewhere. But then there's intruders like this, you know. If he's in the living room right now, if I report him, he will jump into the camera, you know, to jump scare you basically. But you can see him from here. As a rule of thumb, it is definitely a good idea to, once you've seen an intruder, to switch to another room and then report him, because there are some intruders which, you know, freeze your camera, remove your controls, and then kill you, basically. So keep that in mind if you're playing for yourself. Also, each of those games is like, I said in another video, like only a couple of bucks, literally 1 or 2 bucks. And they come as a bundle with a 20% discount, so check that out on Steam. Support for the developer is always nice to see, so we get more games out of him, or her, I don't know. This one, the first one, started as a itch.io game, so you can also find it there to demo it for yourself and decide then if you want to buy it. But at least for my part, I think it's a great little party. Oh, it's a great little object movement here. It's a great little party game. Because, you know, you can just sit there, you know. I tested this yesterday, playing with my girlfriend, you know. I put up a beamer and, you know, projected the game to the wall, and, you know, then you can fill the room with people if you want to, you know, try and notice things and get spooked. Especially, you know, first timers. I may get spooked on occasion, but this game is quite mild in terms of spookiness, or in terms of jump scare factor at least. It gets unsettling, when something suddenly is just standing there. Oh, there you go. Toilets. Painting anomaly. It's easy to spot. We were just there. Alright, 3 more hours to go. Yeah, if you've been wondering why my voice sometimes sounds dampened, it's or different. It's just because of my vape, that's all. You can't hear me drag, but you can hear me, talking while exhaling, or still having, vapor in my lungs, I guess. Sounds quite odd, but well, I like it anyway. Okay, 3 o'clock, come on. Guitar hasn't moved yet, I guess. Yeah. Also, the more time has passed, the later it gets into the night, the more shit tends to happen. It will ramp up a little. Not so much that you can't keep it up, but enough that, if you, after many cycles, you don't see any change, you will fall behind and die. You already warned once, so that's not too great. We could lose at any time because of it. If I'm too stupid to miss something. Again. Oh, there you go. Bedroom painting anomaly. The child's face has changed. And you may, just like now, report something, switch a camera and see something else, especially if you take too long to report the first incident. So you should definitely stay on top of that. Alrighty. Also sometimes I believe someone's standing outside here. So keep an eye on that. Oh, there's another weird looking floaty ball object, extra object, there you go. Yeah, gotta stay on top of the game, but I guarantee you, unless you have like eagle eyes and a great memory for this kind of stuff, which some people do, I'm kind of jealous, you're going to probably miss something, or, don't realize that it was different in the first place, so especially, like this little doll over there, which was quite hard to see. I missed it the first time around and lost because of it. And only later noticed it popping in by accident, so yeah. Though the silence is definitely unsettling, I gotta say. Especially, sitting here alone, talking to myself. It's kinda weird on its own, I guess. Ah, there's a shadow anomaly here. Like this here. Oh, those ones are quite obvious, but yeah, there's sometimes smaller stuff. Some weird shit can be going on. Though I will try my best not to jump scare you, but I can't guarantee it. Because I only know so many anomalies. So many things going on. Oh. There's a light anomaly. We just managed to catch that. I mean, I guess if you have a light anomaly, you're probably going to see the doll, or maybe you just put that off to, it always being there. You just haven't seen it before. May also be the case. Yeah, I've never had an intruder ghost show itself when I was on a particular camera though. Seen enough shit appear and move around, but other than that, not so much. 4 o'clock, right. Gotta say that gong is kinda distracting my brain though. Talking, not so much. Getting more and more used to the process of talking and playing at the same time, although here there's not much going on. I can talk while focusing my eyes, my fingers don't have much to do. Alrighty. Oh, the bed has moved. Although, you know, I would like to not report it if I didn't have to, because this looks way better in my opinion. So good job, Ghost. Oh, this has also changed. That's what I was talking about. So let's wait this one out. Living room. Another painting anomaly. You're quite harmless this run until now, but you know, got a couple hours to go still. I guess we're keeping up with anomalies, so there's that. What's going on? Train track picture. Puddle with, I don't know what that is, but that's always been there. Nothing over here. I know, I mean, you can see shit from other rooms, you know? Sometimes, depending on perspective. Oh, there you go. Kitchen object movement. Oh, it's kind of quite unsettling, you know? But you may not notice right away. Nothing outside. At least not that I notice. Yeah, I'm a little startled, I have to say. May not sound like it, but it's how I usually talk, so... Oh, there you go. Kitchen intruder. He naked though, but he got socks and shoes on, so fuck you. You know, that's the only thing you wear coming into this house, you know? If it were my house, I'd totally kick your ass, you know? At least, you know, put your shoes off as well, if you come in naked. Like that, you know, which is bad enough, granted. It's just, it's super disrespectful, you know? It's like a statement, you know, like, look at me, I can do what I want into your house. Coming in all naked, but you know what? Fuck you, I'm gonna keep my shoes on anyway. That's just major rudeness there. Also, he spooked me a little, which is also rude, so, but, well, I guess that's its job, right? Oh, the chairs have moved. You know, they're always facing away from this table, so. Was there something going on there? No, I guess I'm seeing things now as well, which are not there. Ooh. Okay, 5 o'clock is incoming shortly. Man, the tension this game builds though, you know? But at least for my taste, it's the... Oh, hello. It's the I believe that's Timothy or whatever his face is called. Yeah, it's right up my alley, you know. It's spooky, it's unsettling, but it's not like a jump scare fest, which I just despise so much, you know. It's the cheapest form of horror, and I'm spooked already with shit like this, you know. I don't like it. It's just lazy. You know, you basically know those people, or you are one of those people, you know. If you go to the cinema, to the movies, you know, watch a spooky movie, and it's total shit, but you know, you got jump scared like 12 times in 5 minutes, so your heart is racing, and people going outside, they're like, yeah, that was a good movie. No, it wasn't. Objectively, it wasn't. There's peanuts or something, whatever it is. There's a clump of them missing here. You will see when we get back. You know, it's just, no. That's just cheap tricks. That's not... I mean, yeah, it's entertaining, especially with, you know, more people who also get scared, you know, and people start laughing nervously and all that. I mean, it can be a great time. There it is again. I know the feeling, you know. I'm not saying, you know, your experience doesn't have any value, and it's, you know, you should feel bad about it. That's not it. It's just, you know, can you really say it was objectively a good movie? You know, no. It was just some cheap thrills, which is fine by me, you know. I love simple and cheap entertainment like any other dude, but nah. If you're talking great horror, you know, doesn't get made so often, you know. For every good horror movie, there are like 200 shit moves. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at him. Kitchen intruder. There's a little baby man. There he is. Look at him. I'm not going to stay, you know. I don't know if he will jump me and eat my face off. I hate little creepy children, especially when they're naked like that. I don't know why it is like that. Maybe just to make it even more creepy. I don't know. They're deformed and naked like, and I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Oh, there's something missing. No! There was something missing. I failed it. Yeah, here, this box was missing, but what else was missing? Let me see. What else did I miss? I guess I just stuck, yeah. Yeah, the other level would be the new house, but I guess we will try again next time. Have a good night or a good day, depending on when you're watching this, and I'll see you around. Until next time, bye bye.